Good evening everyone, this is BremSter, and tonight I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Tulpenblüte. I believe it's Tulpenblüte, I could be wrong about that, by Myxo. Now, a couple of things about this puzzle. First of all, you probably have seen this puzzle before. This was done by CTC about a month ago. This was already in my queue when it was done by CTC, and I reached out to Myxo and said, I'm going to wait a bit. Now, I have not watched the CTC solve of this video because I knew it was in my queue. But people told me, it's like, I know this is in your testing sheet, but CTC just did it. So if you've recognized this puzzle, yes, probably. But I do like to do puzzles that are submitted if I can. And this is one that all of my testers, like I have more positive testing results on this puzzle than I do on many of the puzzles that are posted to my channel. So I really wanted to, or submitted to my channel. So I absolutely wanted to get to it. Now one of the things that I have done is Saturday night is the quietest day for my channel. So videos that I post on Saturday night, my time, do get less views than any other. And I'm dropping this on a Saturday night because this has probably been seen by so many people already. So sorry, Myxo, for that, but it's a bit of a compromise. Because yeah, I just feel it's probably the right thing to do. So if you are new to the channel, please like the video, please subscribe. If you like the puzzle, please like the video. There'll be a link below to where you can solve the puzzle. Also to, I think, this puzzles page on Logic Masters Germany, where you should absolutely go and rate this puzzle. I can't speak for other solvers, but please rate puzzles honestly. There are people on Logic Masters Germany who always rate badly because it's like, oh, I don't like that Sudoku has taken over LMD, so I'm always going to rate all Sudoku 1. Yay. That just means that when you've got channels like CTC who are like, oh, I want all of our puzzles to be like phenomenally well rated, it means that setters can really feel disheartened if their puzzles don't get a lot of solves, and someone has said, I've given this a 1 star because I don't like all of the Sudoku on the site now. That can really hurt people, like emotionally. It's an emotional attack, and it's actually, I think it's terrible. But feel free to rate, but when you're rating puzzles, particularly mine, I'm speaking for me here, rate honestly. If you think a puzzle is 4 out of 5, rate it 4 out of 5. I honestly, the site does not set 3 out of 5 to be average. It sets 4 out of 5 to be basically, I thought this is a good puzzle, or 4 out of 5 is what you set a puzzle if you think it's average, or even a bit below average, and 5 out of 5 is for something that you really enjoyed solving, or enjoyed solving. It's broken. It is a broken system, and I don't like it. But please rate honestly. That's all I can say. But this puzzle is linked to below. Like the videos, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and yeah, let's have a look at this puzzle. I'm a little nervous about it because I know my solve is going to get ranked up against Simon's, and Simon is a better solver than me, particularly if there's tricky logic, and I've been told there's tricky logic in this. Sorry about that. It is middle of summer here, and everything is hot, and all of the pollen is in the air, and there's high winds, and it's just blech. Anyway, Tulpenblüte by Myxo. What are the rules? Normal Sudoku rules. So place the digits 1 to 9 in each box, row, and column without repetition. We have Renban along it's saying magenta lines, but along these purple lines, digits along a thick magenta line form a consecutive sequence without repeats in any order. So what that means is basically, if you would, any set of digits you put along these lines, if you were to take the digits off and sort them, they would be a run of consecutive digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all quite long, so I don't know. How long are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they are 7. I thought they were just intuitively, but so if you were to take the digits off and sort them, they would be a run of digits. German Whisper, digits connected by a thin green line must differ by at least 5. So these two digits are at least 5 different. And that's it. Okay, I know this solves because what has been. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, are they all 7 cells long? I know these are. These are all 7 cells long. I could see that. I've seen this shape before because it's 5 in the box and then 2 sticking out. 1, 2, 3, yeah, this is the same. 5 in the box and 2 sticking out. So they are all 7 cell long lines, which means there's only 3 possibilities for the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did that badly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So every one of the lines has 3 through 7 on it. So you must put a 3 through 7 on every line. Well, I can't put 7 in any of those. So 7 is in one of those 3 cells. And if 7 is on here, it's with a 1. Because 7 on a German Whisper line can only go with a 1 or a 2. And I can't put 7, 2 here because 2 sees both of those cells. So the German Whisper lines, there's 2 cell long German Whisper lines on each one of the Renbans. Now, if the line is 1 through 7, okay, let's talk about German Whispers. You can never put a 5 on a German Whisper line because a 5 on a German Whisper line is just broken because the Sudoku universe implodes in a puff of unlogic because you're only working with the digits 1 through 9 and there is no digit that is more than 5 away than 5 within 1 to 9. Or at least 5 away, because you're at 0 or lower or 10 or higher. So every digit is going to have to be either 1 through 4 or 6 through 9. And any digit in 1 through 4 cannot be next to a 1 through 4 because they're too close to each other. And 6 through 9 can't be next to 6 through 9. They're too close to each other. So a 1 through 4 must be next to a 6 through 9, and a 6 through 9 must be next to a 1 through 4. So you're always going to alternate above 5, below 5, above 5, below 5, or high, low, high, low. So on these lines, you're going to have a high and a low. Now, if it's 1 through 7, the only high digits you've got are 6 and 7. Now, 6 only has one partner on a German Whisper line, which is 1. And that would mean, because you can't repeat digits on the pink line, the 7 only has one partner, which is 2. So this line cannot be 1 through 7. Because I would need to put 7, 2 somewhere, and I can't put it anywhere there. So there is no 1 on this line. Now, if I use 3 through 9, then I'm only using 2 low digits, which is 3 and 4. And 4 must go next to the 9. So the 3 must go next to the 8. So the 4 would go next to the 9, the 3 must go next to the 8. I've got so I couldn't put 3, 8 in any of those. Okay, I'm actually going to make notes of this. So if the line was 1 through 7, on the German Whisper lines, we'd need a 6, which would have to go next to a 1. So 1, 6 would be one of the German Whisper lines. We would need a 7 as a high digit, which would then have to go with the 2. And the digits we haven't placed on the Renban yet are 3, 4, and 5. I know you can't see these notes, but I'm saying what I'm noting. So if the line was 3 through 9, then you would need to put... You've only got 2 low digits. The 4 on the line, because you've only got 2 low digits, they both need to go on those lines because you've only got 2 low digits and you need a low digit on each. So the 4 would need to go next to the 9. So you would have 4, 9. The other low digit is a 3. That would only be able to go with 8 because it can only go with 8 or 9, but the 9 is already taken. And the digits you haven't placed yet are 5, 6, and 7. The other line option is 2 through 8. Now, let's look at 2 through 8. So if the line is 2 through 8, the thing is I've now got 3 low and 3 high digits, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I can never put 5 on the whisper line. I can't put 4 or 6 on whisper lines because the 4 would need to go with the 9 and the 6 would need to go with the 1, and I took them off. So that means, I don't know why I marked the central digit, the digits, the 4, 5 and the 6 are off the line. So the 4, 5, 6 are off the line. The 7 can't go with the 3, so it's 2, 7 and 3, 8. So it's 2, 7 and 3, 8 in, what's going on? 2, 7 and 3, 8 in that state, because the 3 can't go next to the 7. The 4, 5, 6 can't go on the whisper lines, so it becomes 2, 7. And then because the only digits left over are the 3 and the 8, which do go together. So the only possible states of line are as follows. I'm just going to use this box as just a way of showing it. And these are the line states. If the line is 1 through 7, I'll get rid of the colouring. If the line is 1 through 7, then one of the whispers is going to be 1, 6, one of the whispers is going to be 2, 7, and off the whisper is going to be 3, 4, 5. If the whisper is 2 to 8, then one of the whispers is going to be 2, 7. The other one is going to be 3, 8. I have noted this. I just want you to see what I've made. And off the line is going to be 4, 5, 6. And if it's 3 to 9, then one of the whispers is going to be 4, 9. One of them is going to be 3, 8. And off the line is going to be 5, 6, 7. And there always had to be a 5 because there has to be a 5 and I could never put it on the whisper line. So that was always the case. So this is the important breakdown of how the lines work, and that's what I've noted in my app, in my notepad. So those pairs and everything is what I've noted. So that is absolutely critical. Now, looking at that, 2 of the lines require a 2, 7. And I can't put 2, 7 there, and I can't put 2, 7 there, because that 2 sees both of those, and that 2, 7 sees both of those. So I can never put 2, 7 on a whisper line up here. 2 of the possible 3 options requires a 2, 7. So this line here is 3 through 9. These are 3, 8, and 4, 9. And this is 5, 6, 7. And I can't put 7 in those, so that becomes a 7. I'm going to get rid of this because it's going to block the grid, but that's absolutely amazing. Now, I do need to put a 5 on each of these lines, and I can never put them on the whisper, and this 5, 6 is looking down. So that's the 5, which now looks across and makes that the 5, which now looks up and makes that the 5. Which looks across, making that the 6 and that the 5. Which limits this line, because this can't be 5, 6, or 7. So this line must have a 2 on it and can't have a 9 on it. Because this can't be 3 through 9, because if it's 3 through 9, those cells are 5, 6, and 7, and that can't be a 5, 6, or 7. So the only possible options off the line are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is a 3 or a 4. This is a 3 or a 4, which is interesting for that. Now 5 must be in here. Now one interesting thing is, right, no, yes, no, yes. Okay, I was thinking, could this line be the same as this line? And the reason I was going yes is because I think these could be the same, because I could put that digit there and that digit there. But that's not the problem. The problem is these cells. Because if these lines are the same, this would be 5, 6, 7, and this would be 5, 6, 7, and I'd have to fill those 4 cells with just 5, 6, and 7, and that doesn't work. So those lines can't be the same. But we know from the pairs I showed before that any line that isn't 3 through 9 must have a 2, 7 pair on the whisper line. So there's a 2, 7 pair on a whisper down here, and I can't put it here. So this is actually 2, 7. but I don't know which one it is. It still doesn't tell me which line it is. Yes, it does, because I can't put a 6 on this. So this can't be 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. This is 3, 4, 5. And if it's 3, 4, 5, this is 1 through 7, and this is a 1, 6. That's amazing. And I know the order. The 6 makes this the 1 and this the 6. The 3, 4 looks up, taking 3, 4 out of there, which takes the 8, 9 out of there. Oh, this is cool. These are 2, 8 and 9 to complete the column, and there must be a 2 in one of those. So now I know this line isn't 1 through 7. So it's either 2 through 8 or 3 through 9. And both of those options have a 3-8 pair, because if it's 2 to 8, it's got a 2-7 pair and a 3-8 pair with 4, 5, 6 off the line. And if it's 3 through 9, it's got a 4, 9 and a 3-8, again a 3-8 with 5, 6, 7 off the line. Either way, I need to put a 3-8 on the line, and there's no 3-8 there, because I can't put 8 in either of those cells. This is a 3-8. This is bonkers. And this is either 2, 7 or 4, 9. And this is either 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. So it's either 4, 6 or 7. But it must contain a 6, because it's 4, 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. So what do I know about this line? So I know it's not 3 through 9, so it must have a 2, 7 on it, because it's not 3 through 9. It's the same as the line down here. And I can't put 2, 7 there, because I can't put 7 in either of them. So this is 2, 7. So it's either 1 through 7 or 2 through 8. So there's no 9 on it. Which 9 is in one of those 4, the same as 9 is in one of those 4. I don't think that's it, though. So these are either 1, 6 or 3, 8. This can't be the 6, so this can't be the 1. So is it the middle line somehow? So how does the middle line interact with the other things? How does the middle line interact with everything else? So the line is either 1 through 7, 2 through 8, or 3 through 9. If it's 1 through 7, these become 1, 6 and 2, 7. Okay, if it's 2 through 8, they're 2, 7 and 3, 8. Well, this couldn't be 2, 7. There'd be a lot of pressure if that was 2, 7. And if it's 3 through 9, these are 3, 8 and 4, 9. Hang on, how does this become 3, 8 and 4, 9? This can't be 3, 8, 4, 9. Because if this is 3, this can't be 3 through 9. I'd already decided this. If this is 3, 8, 4, 9, then this would have to be 5, 6, 7, and it can't be. So this, one of these lines, is 2, 7. And this can't be the 2, 7 because of that cell. So this is actually a 2, 7. And holy cow, that's insane. And this is 1, 6 or 3, 8. That can't be the 8, so that can't be the 3. This is 2, 7. So that's a 2, 7 pair in the row, and that's a 2, 7 pair in the row. So that's not the 2. So this is actually the 2, which means this isn't the 2. And 2 only ever pairs up with 7 on a whisper line. So that's not the 7. So there is a 2 on this Renban. That's right. And that means it's either 1 through 7 or 2 through 8. Now, the interesting geometry about these is this 6 means 6 is in one of those two, because 6 can't repeat on the line and it can't repeat in its column. This digit is in one of those two cells. So if it's 2, there's a 2 in one of those. If it's a 7, there's a 7 there. This digit is in one of those two cells. And it could just be there, or this is a 3 or a 4. This digit is in one of those two cells. And these have to be different. But this could potentially be a 3, 4 pair. This digit is in one of those two cells. So this is here. This is 3, 6 or 8. This digit is in one of those two cells, but those are just the same. This digit is in one of those two cells. And this digit is in one of those two cells. Seems like that's the only thing that gave me anything with that. Well, I know 2 is in one of those two. Oh, that's stunning. This 2 sees all of those. That 2 sees all of those. And I can't put another 2 on that Renban line. So that's the 2. That's the 7. That's the 2. That's the 7. That takes 7 out of there, which takes 2 out of there. This is now 4, 9. Which means there's no 4 here. This is a 6, 7 pair. The 6, 7 looks across, making that 2, which makes that 7. That looks up, meaning that's not the 2. That's the 2. There's a 1 in one of those. This 7 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 7. That means that's not the 6. So this isn't the 6, which means this isn't the 1. This is a 3, 8 pair, and it's 2 through 8. So these are 4 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 4, 6 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 4. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is nuts. Now I've got 3, 8 pairs in these columns. This is still 1, 6 or 3, 8. Seven by Sudoku is now right here, because it can't be in any of those cells, and the 2 7s look in. This is the 7, which makes this the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are an 8, 9 pair. The 9 makes this the 8, which makes this the 9. So these are 1, 3, and 4. That cell is in here. Yeah, that's one of those two is a 4. Interestingly enough, that can't be a 3 or an 8. So there's an 8 in one of those 3, and there's a 3 in one of those 4. So this can't be a 3 or an 8. So it could be a 1, it can't be a 2, can't be a 3, could be a 4, can't be 5, 6, 7, or 8, it could be a 9. So this is just 1, 4, or 9. But I don't think that's helping me. The fact that 1 is in one of those two might help me. Or perhaps not. 2 is in one of those two. 6 is in one of those two. Actually, this is a pair. That 3-8 pair. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 9. So this is a 1, 9 pair. So this isn't the 1. This is the 1. This isn't the 9. So this isn't the 4. This digit is one of those two. This digit is one of those. This digit is one of those two. This digit cannot be on the line and it cannot be in the column. This has to be a 1, 3, or 4, and it's not a 1. So this is just a 3 or 4. So there's no 3 there. This is now an 8, 9 pair. This is a 3, 4 pair. So that's a 3, 4 pair. That's the 8. That's the 3. The 3 looks down, making this the 8 and this the 3, which looks across, making that the 4 and that the 3. The 4 looks across, saying that's not the 4, that's the 4. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3. There's no 3 there. There's no 1 there. Oh, there's no 3 in either of those. That's the 3. This is a 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8. Which puts an 8 in one of those two. But I could still put 8 on the line. It could be 2 through 8. So these are 1, 4, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 4, and 9 go into those. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 5, 6. Well, there's no 2 in either of those. That's the 2. There's no 1 here. This is a 3, 4 pair. This 3 looks up, making that the 8. I could have used the 3 in the box for that, which looks across, making that the 9 and that the 8. The 9 means that's the 4 by German Whisper. This is the 8 and this is the 3 by Renban, which means that's the 4, that's the 3. Now I've put 3, which means there's no 3 here, which means this isn't the 8. That's stunning. So this is now 1 through 7. So these are 4 and 5. The 4 makes that the 5, which makes that the 4. The 5 makes that the 6, which makes that the 5. The 4 looks down, taking 4 out of there. This puzzle is nuts. This is the 3. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 5, 9. There's no 5 there. This 4 looks over, making that the 6 and that the 4. This is row is known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 7. This row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 and 9. The 1, 6 looks up, making that the 9 and that the 1. The 9 and the 1 look down, making that the 4, taking 4 out of there. This 1 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 1. This is just missing 2 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This 7 makes this the 6, which makes this the 7. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll use that 5 to make that 4 and that 5. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 and 9. But I've got a 3 here. So that's the 9, that's the 3. That takes 9 out of there. The 3 makes that the 1 and that the 3. The 1 looks back making that the 6 and that the 1. That 1 makes that the 5, and I can take 5 out of there, but I've already got a 1, so that's the 9 and that's the 1. This row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This isn't the 6 anymore, so this is the 6 and this is the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 2 looks down making this 1 and this 2. The 1 looks up making this 9 and this 1. Bam! Did I like this puzzle? Yes, I did. I liked this puzzle. Now, of course, it's had 5,336 solves. Well, not, of course, it's had that exact number, but of course, it's had over 5,000 solves. This was solved about a month, well, apparently less than 3 weeks ago on Cracking the Cryptic. As of the time you see this, it'll be maybe over 3 weeks ago. But that was amazingly good. I'm not keeping track of time. It was solved a couple of weeks ago by Simon on Cracking the... Was it Simon? I don't know. I was told CTC. I assumed Simon. Although I recently had a puzzle solved by Mark, and it was an amazing solve, and I loved it. So, yeah. Oh, it was Maggie and I. Maggie and I have been making puzzles together, and our puzzle Outside In was solved. But Tulpenblüte, or Tulpenblüte... I have no idea. Every time I see this word, I think of Wolpentinger. This is... I own a plush Wolpentinger that I bought in Munich. It was so good. Yeah, this is a great puzzle. Now, I did need to take notes about, okay, what is the constituents of a 7-cell Renban line with a two-cell German Whispers overlapping the lines, because they were absolutely forced and there was no way I was keeping that in my head and still solving the logic. But hopefully me giving you the casing down here so you could understand it and then making it off screen. People who can keep that in their head, I demonstrated what it was and then moved off. And people who couldn't keep it in their head, hopefully you were able to note it yourself or something. I definitely can't keep that in my head, and me resolving it over and over and over again. I don't think that makes for a very interesting video. Maybe I'm wrong, but I prefer to value your time and keep the video time a little bit shorter if I can. That was really good. Yeah, shorter means less money for me, but your time is more precious than my money. That was really cool. That was absolutely stunning. Thank you, Myxo, for... I'm pretty certain this was a submission. Thank you for the puzzle. Wow. Yeah. Now, this is why this gets solved by CTC. Amazing puzzle. I'm going to sign off. Thank you, everyone, for watching. As I said, please like, subscribe, all of the good stuff. Thumbs up, comment below what you thought of the puzzle. Please reach out to me. My submission guidelines are, of course, always below. And reach out to me with anything you think I could do to improve the channel. I don't have a lot of free time, so but I'm always open for ideas of things I can do. I feel this is a community channel, and I do want people to be involved. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.